free. You just can't call me when you need a nigga for money. You just can't call me when you need me on Monday and twice on Sunday. What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like, baby? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. You just can't call a nigga when you need someone to feel free with. You just can't call a nigga when you need someone to bitch to. You just can't think that I'll be right there. I will be there for me to share. What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like? What the hell I look like, baby? Tell me. Tell Welcome, everybody. This is DERELL with the Manosphere. Happy to be here once again. We're going to have a very interesting conversation. As you have read the title, that focuses on how has the Manosphere helped Black men in the last 7 years, or has the Manosphere helped Black men? We're going to talk about this, and this is something that needs to be discussed. For those that have watched and have repetitively watched my channel, this is the Manosphere. This is the Black Manosphere. This is a channel that focuses on issues related to the Black community. We're discussing this in an effective, productive, solution-orientated perspective. Not full of the theatrics, not full of all the candid, enjoyable behavior, sophomore behavior in this sector. We're talking about Black men and Black women who can have intelligent conversation that focuses on the Black community as a whole, particularly as it relates to relationships, particularly as it relates to the dynamic between Black men and Black women, the causes of the toxicity amongst us, and how can we cure it and improve it over time. We also welcome those who are stepfathers, stepmothers, stepfathers. There is no shame giving to highly functional single mothers. There's no shame giving to single fathers. There's no shame giving to guys that choose to feed their girlfriend children, their baby mama children. There's no shame in that. There is absolutely no shame in that. So again, this is the Manosphere. This is DERELL. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to focus, guys. We're going to focus on the productivity of the manosphere. So then we're saying, DERELL, why are we talking about this? Because we have to. That's why. We have to. We're talking about Manosphere 1.0. Mad Bus Driver X, Sergeant Willie P. David Carroll came from that era. And some other foolish ass Negroes. The famous, infamous Manosphere 2.0, the era in which I came and became a fan of certain people in the Manosphere. O'Shea Duke Jackson, king of the Manosphere. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Angry man who went on a plane of his own. Obsidian Mahmoud Ali doing his thing. The main three. Then you focus on people like Minister Japp, who's equally as successful. We're talking about, I forgot the guy from Minnesota, the fat, chunky little Negro that was messing with exposed the Manosphere. I'm not even going to talk about him. And unfortunately, you got criminals like Hardcore Tito. Pedos. That's Manosphere 2.0. Some of you listening and saying, well, DERELL, you were on those Sunday Rumbles, DERELL. You was in those certain people's channels, DERELL. You was giving money to people. Yes, I did. I only really supported just a few of the people I named. I gave money to O'Shea a bunch of times. I gave money to Minister Japp and O'Shea a lot in 2016, 17. I stopped listening to Japp was getting on my goddamn nerves with Sansa Ray, so I kind of he was doing too much. So I kind of let that go with him, but I still watch him. And I donate to Obsidian here and there. And I may have donated to Angry Man a few times. But I didn't listen because I was red pilled. I listened to it because I thought the shit was entertaining. It had nothing to do with me actually applying this to real life. I had no interest in doing that. I had absolutely no interest. You know why? Because I'm a married man. You know why? Because I never had problems getting women. As you can see, you wonder why. Put my face against Lil Big Nate and others, and you know why? Because I got shit going on. You know why? Because I made positive decisions in my life. You know why? Because I understand female nature a lot better than these Negroes, and I'm still learning. That's an ongoing process. That's why. Negroes don't know how to dress. They don't know how to put cologne on. Don't know how to keep themselves groomed. Don't know how to speak to women. Don't even know. There are guys that don't even want to give a woman a goddamn simple ass compliment. Simple ass compliments. They're allergic to that. I argue with people with giving simple ass fucking compliments. Don't cost a lot to give a compliment. It doesn't. It does not. Let me say this. How hard is it to tell a woman you look nice today when no one else told her that? There are women who get up and they go through a lot of trouble to get their hair and nails. And you don't understand how simply telling someone you look nice today for a person who probably was second guessing herself all morning for 2 hours whether or not she should wear this color with this makeup, this hair, and then someone says, no one says nothing, and then you, as a person, just say, hey, I think you look great today. I like the way you did this and that. I like the way you put this together. Obviously, you put a lot of thought into how you look. I just want to let you know, Queen, you look good. Negroes getting mad at me. Oh, DERELL, we can tell you from the conscious community saying Queen. You damn right. And I'm going to continue to say Queen because I like saying Queen. And I like letting Black women know that I respect them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm sitting here. I'm listening to these Negroes say what they say. They're doing what they're doing. But where's the progress? What solutions have you solved? I'm going to throw out a few things as we speak right now. I want to throw out a few things. Number one, the red pill lies. Red pill lies that have grown and have been debated, ostracized by those that don't believe in it, and upheld by those that do. Number one, the biggest lie that red pillers tell you is that they have grown to understand true female nature. That's a lie. That is a motherfucking lie. They don't understand a goddamn thing. How can you understand red pill nature? How can you understand Black women's nature and you don't have a Black woman? You have no success to validate what you know. If you had success, you wouldn't be desperate paying $300-$400 for dating coaches. You would not, absolutely would not be paying motherfucking dating coaches. You don't even want to pay the damn therapist like me. So make this make sense. Because there are therapists who do dab into life coaching and they handle stuff with relationships, coaching, or they may just provide therapy for those who are in a relationship, but that's foreign to these Negroes. You would rather pay $200, $300, $400, $500 as opposed to paying me anywhere between $100 and $150 a session, depending on your insurance. Does that make any sense? But you want to tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about when I have personal, marital, clinical, educational experience and success on all areas to let you know that you're going all wrong. The biggest lie is that you understand female nature. You don't. You don't understand female nature because if you understood Black female nature, Black women would understand that and they would treat you accordingly. They would treat you accordingly. But they don't. You know why they don't? Because you don't understand shit. You're rude, you're abrasive, you're disrespectful, you're offensive, you're nasty, you're smelly, and many of you are just downright fucking ugly. Some of you niggas can't get around ugliness. I'm tired of you're trying to change the word dusty for ugly to replace ugly. Nah, nigga, you just ugly. You ripped, nigga. Facts. Let's just deal with the facts. And you're not doing a damn thing to improve. And you're not independent. You're dependent on your mother, the same mother that many of you complain about that led you to the red pill. Right now, I'm doing videos on my Life Solutions channel that's speaking on Black mothers and their sons. It's getting the views, it's getting hits. And I want to understand, usually when I do these videos, they don't instantaneously get views. People check the replays and they get hits. I have videos right now that were done over a year ago that constantly get comments about it all the time. It's not going to change. This is facts. This is facts. And I'm saying to myself, look, so you don't understand black female nature or women nature. You don't even have the experience, the trial and error of failure and success, because you're too shy to even walk up to a woman and speak. And I just want to say this because I'm thinking about doing some real dating coaching. Guys, part of this game is you're going to fail. And some may fail drastically before they start getting success. And yes, some women will be rude. Some women will say some things that could hurt you. Get over it. They mean nothing to you. I could understand you being more hurt over women that you had a relationship with, you loved, had emotions for, as opposed to someone you didn't know or you met them for the first time and they didn't want to be with you. So what? I can understand you being mad about child support. I can understand you being mad about a marriage that failed. But you Negroes get mad because you cold approach or you tried to talk to someone that told you no. You niggas get real mad. You get upset. You start acting a goddamn fool. And then you want me to empathize and sympathize. I'm not doing either. Number one, I can never put myself in your shoes. I don't want to. Number two, why should I feel sorry for your grown ass? Hell no. I am not going to feel sorry for anybody that has the ability to change their reality. And black man, you have the ability to change your reality. And red pill is putting you in a tunnel of hell where you don't think that you can change your reality. You think that everyone else, particularly females, need to change their reality for you. It's not going to happen. It's just not how it works in real life. There's too many interconnectivity amongst people and other variables. Hitting the wall, lies. I'm not saying, number one, it's disrespectful. Number two, you're talking about black women hitting the wall like black men don't hit the fucking wall. Have you seen some of the Negroes in this? It's a reason why a lot of these Negroes don't cam up. Look at the Manosphere meetup. Look at the Manosphere meetup. And through watching the Manosphere meetup last year, you find out why some of these Negroes had no, and I say absolutely no success with women. And it also exemplifies the fact that none of them have done anything to change their situation. See, I never struggled with getting a girlfriend. Never struggled with getting a girlfriend. Never struggled as an adult with having sex. Never struggled with getting dates. Never struggled with putting myself in positions. And there were situations that went bad because of me and they went good because of me. And vice versa in regards to the female. But I would never hold grudges and blame one female for every female. Even if the same situation happened 2 or 3 times, now it starts to self-assess, introspect on why am I attracting and dealing with the same scenario multiple times. Can anybody explain that? Can anybody explain that to DERELL? They can't. The Manosphere has not helped anybody economically. It hasn't helped anybody politically, educational. It has not helped anyone as a whole as far as men's rights, which should be the basis of why black men are in here not being red pill. It should be about men's rights. Now, as much as I have ridiculed many in talking about child support and family court, There are great inequities in that. I cannot deny that. But you Negroes also can't deny the fact that many of you live in raggedy. And many of you can't even afford a good lawyer or a good representation. And in many situations, if you had the proper representation and money to fight, your outcomes would be different. It takes money to produce outcomes in your favor. No one is just going to give you something. I don't give a damn if they're giving black women free lawyers. The reality is that they're not giving you one. So what you're going to sit there and do and cry for them to give you the free lawyer? No. You have to deal with the reality as it is and fight it and change it. How many of you are legislating that the father should get a free lawyer also? How many of you are putting some money up? But you worried about Theo Webb going to goddamn Brazil to go get another woman, or going to the Philippines to get another Asian wife. You're worried about these passport brothers getting these dirty feet women. That's where all the legislative money is going. That's where all the lobbying dollars are going to women and people across seas. All of that money, if allocated and invested in the right manner, should be going towards men's rights, which nobody wants to fucking talk about. You want to talk about getting pussy all the time. Pussy that you will never sniff. Pussy that you will never feel. You will never touch, never taste, nothing. Lame asses. But then you want people to sympathize with me. The echo chamber of disgust. I'm like, y'all, 35. I'm going to say this. Prior to me coming on YouTube, which when I first came on YouTube to watch this sector, I was 37 years old. Probably about 37 years old. Somewhere around there, 37, 38. And I've never been around so many men my age and older, or a few years just talking about dating. And I'm a married man, and most of the men that I know are not married. But they don't talk about dating all that. They don't talk about women like that. They actually talk about the success of what they're getting with women. They don't talk about any of the failures. You come here, they're talking about all the failures and no success. It's totally backwards. So people always wonder, well, DERELL, why you have this position? Because I have this position because the people that I have seen and as am I observing the society, our culture, our demographic, our community as it relates to dating. Okay? Nothing resembles what I experienced with you, with me coming into this sector. It's like I didn't even belong here, but I like hearing I personally love hearing diverse opinions and attitudes of black men, no matter where they're from, no matter how convoluted the statements are. I like hearing what they have to say. I like to hear what they have to say. There are people right now. I can't even go to I can't even go to their channel right now because they don't want to hear me give pushback to what they're saying. They want me to just sit there and say, "Yeah, you're right, and you're wrong, and you're wrong." And if you don't agree with me, why are you here? But I'm like, the reason why I agree with you is the reason. The reason why I disagree with you is the reason I'm here. Not that I agree with you. It's because I disagree is the reason I'm here. There's nothing wrong with being disagreeable. Respectfully. We can hash out things intellectually. But you better have your numbers together. You better have your sources together because I will tear your ass up and not even read the research because I understand what makes good research and what makes bad research. I understand it so well. I know it like the back of my goddamn hand. And that's where you all hate me so much. Because you know I know. It's crazy, man. Worrying about the goddamn Moynihan report that's been around for fucking 60 years or some shit that nobody talks about in academia. But you niggas in the Manosphere act like it's the fucking Bible. It's the damn Holy Quran. To why the black community, the Quran to why the black community is in the position it's in, when the actual work itself was not constructed to measure that. It's something called validity, research validity. But you don't talk about that. All you want to hear is black women have an auto birth rate of 80%. Black women, they are having 5 kids by the time they're 25. Black women, 50% of black women got venereal diseases. And then the general with that dumbass comment, over 90% of black women are women on psychoactive drugs. Get the fuck out of here with those lies. It's nowhere near true. Man, if there was it would be an outright outcry. It would be a crisis beyond the opioid crisis. If women, particularly white women, where 75 to 80% of white women or women in general were on psychoactive drugs, they would be scrutinizing the mental health field if that was the case. Who are you? They would be saying, who are you healing and who are you helping? And what preventive measures are you placing to prevent women from having to use psychoactive drugs to function at that level? That's just facts. The shit is so not even worth discussing. Some of this stuff is below me even giving attention to it. I'm like, why am I giving attention to this? Why am I arguing on Amiri's panel? And shout out to Amiri, he's doing this thing. No men's rights, no economics. Oh, we talked about tech at the Manosphere. Make the fuck out of here. You ain't talking about no goddamn tech. I talked about tech for 45 minutes. The other 5 hours was black woman, black woman, black woman. Niggas sitting in there in the meeting like they the fucking like they're in the mafia or some shit, sitting there talking to each other about what's the future, this and that. Like they're in the back room, making real deals and making real boss decisions. The hell out of here. The Manosphere meetup last year proved nothing. All the meetups this year will prove the meeting that they're going to have this year will prove nothing. The reality of the black man is not going to change. And it's not going to change from the Manosphere. It's not going to change, man. It's going to be the same old shit. Next year, they're going to be talking about the same shit, just packaged different. You're going to have some new people come in because people love to hear new, fresh faces. And it's going to go from there. So I talked about the poor researchers, the lack of true intellectualism that is not drenched in emotionalism. I had to pause on that because that's strictly what this sector is about. They want an echo chamber. I want everybody to agree. Nobody can disagree. If you disagree, we're kicking you out. So what's the point? If you're going to kick me out, what is the goddamn point? What is really the point? There is no point. The point is, a lot of these dudes on here, and look, I'm not hating those that's doing this for money. I get it. But the influx of Negroes that I saw from 2017 to 18, with these 3.0 Negroes and others who are, in my opinion, out of control with their rhetoric, and they think this stuff is actually applicable to real life. I have problems with that, man. I have problems with that. Where's the Manosphere lobbyists? Where's the Manosphere businesses? Where's the Manosphere business networking? Where are the Manosphere businesses? Where's the Manosphere mutual fund? The Manosphere stock? Where's the Manosphere lawyers? We got plenty of lawyers in this sector, but they ain't. Where are these lawyers saying, you know what, from a legal standpoint, this is what we need to do to change this law with the states or federal government, and legally, I'll contract with the Manosphere to do it and connect to those lawyers who can do it from a legal standpoint. Nobody's talking about that. You know what the lead attorney doing? The lead attorney sitting there talking about hip hop stars and pop stars and reality stuff that's going to give him views. That's what he's doing. I don't give a damn about helping black boys. I don't give a damn about helping black men. He getting damn about the fact that he been in law 25 fucking years. He wants to retire. He found a new lick so he can maybe retire early, be on a boat, and live the rest of his life happy ever after. And the fact that no telling how much money he lost in that divorce that he had. He trying to accumulate the goddamn money he lost that his wife took. He got up there saying he fucked a donkey. Somebody fucked a girl that's like a donkey. She was ugly, but he fucked her. You fucking ugly women. How the hell you gonna fuck the woman and then say she looked like a donkey? The pussy didn't stop you from overlooking that, so why talk about it? Bending her over, and then she tried to say the baby was mine. Nigga, you shouldn't have went in naked. If you didn't go in naked, you wouldn't have these problems. Just the facts. So, just wanted to talk about this, man. The Manosphere has not improved the lives of these men. These young men that are coming to the space, it hasn't done a damn thing for you. Not one goddamn. If there are same people who were mad in 2016 that are mad now in 22. There are people right now who are mad in 15 when I first kind of glanced on it a little bit, but not necessarily in it. They're still mad now. There are people in here. Where are the new marriages? Where's the testimonials of all these new submissive women from the Philippines and Brazil and Colombia and the Dominican Republic and Eastern Asian ex-Soviet Union territories? Where is the marketing of these successes? There's none because it doesn't exist as a whole. That's the facts. That's the facts. That's the facts, man. And nobody wants to deal with the facts. What we want to deal with, man, that black woman, you see, I told you, man. I told you she wasn't no good. I told you this and I told you that and this happened and that happened. I told you everything that the black woman did to me. And it's still the same old crazy ass sob stories. Man, I dealt with this black woman. And she had 3 kids. And I had 3 kids too. And I brought my kids over. And I only bought my kids for anybody. Fuck their kids. Or, man, I got 0 kids. But this fine ass chick I met on IG, she got 2 kids. And she want to take the kids with us everywhere we go. I'm tired of this shit. Okay, so If you was tired of that, why did you entertain a woman with 2 kids, being you had none? This also speaks to the maturity level of the red pillar. The maturity level of these men is not at the level it should be. It's below average maturity level. And you cannot get a good woman and sustain a relationship if you're not mature enough for the woman. If you're not mature enough, you're not going to sustain their relationship. And it's just the facts. She will leave because she wants someone that's actually probably more mature than she does. Than she is. I'm sorry. These are the facts, man. I'm like, this shit is like simple to me, man. Like, I deal with relationships all the time. I really don't like talking about relationships that much because I deal with it so much professionally. But I know all the wrong shit that people think is the right shit that don't apply to a goddamn thing. Not one goddamn thing. And they want to sit there talking about what they done. You haven't done anything. There are small pockets of men in the manosphere who are doing their thing. There's a small 1% at the top. Then you got a few in between. And then there's a ton of dusty, rusty ass Negroes at the bottom who mad they can't get a date on Friday. They mad that they're upset. They mad at God. They mad at religion. They mad at the pro-black community. They mad at their own parents. They mad at everything except for themselves. That's the facts. This is what they mad at. And there's no solutions. What they want to do is be heard so they can have the ability to fucking complain and bitch like girls. That's what they want. They don't give a damn whether or not what they say is true or not. I want to be heard. I want people to listen to me. I want to get views. It's just the facts. So, guys, I want to thank you all for being here as I talk about it. In conclusion, there are no solutions in Red Pill. There's only despair. There's only loneliness. There's only anger, red pill rage. It's a pathway to domestic violence. That's what the hell it is. Red pill rage is not an appropriate mental state to be in. That's the issue. Phrases like that. Feminism, feminism, feminism. All the goddamn. If I had $1 every time I heard some fucking feminism. It's laughable. But this is thinking back black men, polished black men. Where? Where are they? Where the hell are they? There's not many of them. Not many at all. And many of them know better to say the shit that they're saying, but they say it anyway. And that's just the facts. Man, there's so many things that go on. There's so many things that go on offline with the manosphere. Why you see certain videos, why certain people collab with one another, meet one another, the planning of a manosphere meetup. All of those things are carefully done. All of them. Every last one of them. None of those things are done for no reason. They all have a particular reason. They all have a reason. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. It's been enough. I think I've gotten my point across here. This is DERELL. DERELL Life Solutions. It's my other channel. DERELL The Rebirth is this channel. Sectors TV, check it out. It's hot. red pill lies. It's all over. These are lies, unsubstantiated information. That if you don't want to challenge it, you don't think, well, it must be true because he said it. Read it for yourself. I have exposed some of the biggest people in this sector for lying because they don't understand how to read research. And they know who they are because they're probably watching me right now. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finally get out of here, man. I'm about to go ahead and eat and everything. And I'm getting ready to go to Vegas. Just wanted to drop this tonight so you all can chat with DERELL, have a conversation. Matter of fact, where's dusty ass Taz and Nala? I may find their ass sweeping the goddamn the sidewalks or some shit in Las Vegas. Where that nigga at? Matter of fact, I may do a live stream tomorrow. Where the fuck is Taz dusty ass at in Las Vegas? Let me not get off topic. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate you all for those who have supported me through my channel, that have supported me through the REBIRTH channel, who supported me through my Life Solutions channel, which is more professional, and those who decide to go to my Sectors TV, which is the Umar Johnson sector. Okay? Y'all have a great day. This is DERELL with DERELL the REBIRTH. Peace.